Have you ever felt like giving up because nothing seems to work? This is the story of Arjun, a man who failed again and again, but discovered the one thing that changed everything: self-belief. Watch this dramatic and inspiring journey of failure, persistence, and ultimate success. Learn how believing in yourself can turn your life around and help you achieve your dreams. There was once a young man named Arjun who always lived in the shadows of others. He had ideas, he had dreams, but he never trusted his own voice. When people asked for opinions, Arjun stayed silent. In the village, when people gathered to plan, he stood at the back, nodding along, never speaking up. Why? Because inside, he always whispered to himself, "I'm not enough. I'll fail. What if they laugh at me?" He tried looking for ways to build his confidence, but to no avail. Then he spoke to a wise old woman in the village, explained that he couldn't believe in himself. "Try doing things you've never done before," she said. "Speak more, learn more, and challenge yourself more," she continued. "If you fail at it, try again. Block out the mockery and laughter, focus on your goal, and when you succeed, the mockers will celebrate with you." He held her words closely, and went home, willing to give it a try. One evening, news spread through the village. The council of elders was searching for a new leader. The old headman had grown weak and could no longer make decisions. For the first time in decades, the great chair at the center of the council hall sat empty. Every young man in the village whispered about it. Whoever sat in that chair would have the power to change their people's future. But everyone also knew, to sit in that chair, you had to first stand up in front of the entire council and speak your vision. Arjun's heart raced when he heard this. For years, he had quietly dreamed of improving the village, building schools, helping farmers, giving children opportunities he never had. He had ideas no one else had spoken. But the moment he thought of standing in front of everyone, his mind filled with fear. What if I fail? What if they reject me? I can't. Days passed. One by one, strong men went before the council. They boasted of their strength, their wealth, their family names. Yet the elders shook their heads. The village needed vision, not pride. The empty chair stayed empty. On the final day, Arjun's friend Ramesh urged him. "Arjun, why don't you try? You've always spoken of helping the people. Why keep your ideas locked inside?" Arjun trembled. "Because, who would listen to me? I'm nobody." Ramesh looked at him sharply. "You're not nobody. You're just someone who doesn't believe in himself. But remember this, sometimes the only thing standing between you and your destiny is the courage to speak." Those words burned in Arjun's chest. That night, he couldn't sleep. He lay awake, staring at the ceiling, hearing those words again and again. Sometimes the only thing standing between you and your destiny is the courage to speak. By morning, his heart was pounding. He didn't feel ready. He didn't feel strong. But he felt something new, determined. The hall was crowded when Arjun entered. The great chair gleamed in the sunlight, still empty. The elders looked tired, the people restless. Arjun's legs shook as he stepped forward. Whispers filled the room. "Arjun? What's he doing here? He's too quiet. He won't last a moment." He wanted to turn back. His chest felt heavy. But then he remembered, if I don't believe in myself, no one ever will. He took a deep breath and began to speak. At first, his voice cracked. But as he went on, something shifted. He spoke of education for the children, better tools for farmers, clean water for families, unity in the village. His words weren't polished, but they were real. From his heart. The whole grew silent. Even the elders leaned forward, listening. For the first time in his life, Arjun felt his voice carry weight. Not because he was the loudest, not because he was the strongest, but because he believed in what he was saying. When he finished, there was a long pause. Then one elder rose and said, "The chair is no longer empty. Arjun, you have filled it, not with your presence, but with your belief." The hall erupted in applause. Tears filled Arjun's eyes. He hadn't just spoken, he had finally crossed the bridge of self-doubt and discovered the power of belief. Moral of the story. The greatest opportunities in life don't ask, "Are you the strongest? Are you the richest?" They ask only, "Do you believe in yourself enough to try?" Bible verse. Mark 9 verse 23, "Everything is possible for one who believes." Action plan. Change your inner voice, replace "I'm not enough" with "I believe I can." Speak your truth, even if your voice shakes, let it be heard. Claim your seat, don't wait for others to lead, step into your own destiny. Live by belief daily. Every great story begins when you whisper to yourself, "I can do this." If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and follow for more. Drop a comment to let us know where you're watching from.